You can either learn to love your work or you are going to fail. 80 to 90% of personal trainers quit within the first 1 to 2 years. Only 5% of businesses end up making $1 million in revenue. The margins are so incredibly slim. You have to be able to find passion in the work that you are doing, or you are just simply not going to be able to compete. You're not going to be able to start a business and actually make it. And I think a lot of people, when they hear me say this, they'll think, okay, that means that I need to choose something that I really enjoy. And then I need to chase after that because that enjoyment is what's going to give me the edge. Most of the time, that is not the case at all. Your passion for work actually comes after you have already barreled through a ton of miserable work that you do not actually want to do. And then at the end, you get this feeling of satisfaction, this, that felt great. It's like the amazing influx of feeling that comes after a hard day's work. You start to get hooked on that satisfaction. And I'll tell you this, that it doesn't matter what kind of work you are actually doing, if you do it enough and you get good at it, the passion will actually flow. You will start to love what you do. Right now, I'm currently traveling for 4th of July weekend. I'm up at the lake. You can kind of see it in the back here. And I'm making videos, and it's past my bedtime. It's like 10 o'clock at night, but I'm committed to getting out 5 to 15 YouTube videos every single week across multiple channels. I'm not taking a break. I'm not easing up. I'm not slowing down just because it's vacation. And that's not because being able to turn this camera on makes me happy and gives me immediate dopamine and gratification. It's because I understand the benefits of compounding when I put in that little bit of work every single day. And I have come to love doing those mundane tasks that a lot of people look at and they're like, bro, what in the world are you doing? Why are you even doing this? This video is only going to get 50 views on your YouTube channel. Yes, but that is why I do it. And that's actually why I learned to love it, is because I know that if I turn on this camera enough times and just speak into it, I will start to get better at turning on the camera and just speaking to the camera. Even if nobody else is watching, I'm building that skill within myself. And this is the case with every single kind of work that you do. Your work works on you just as much, if not more than, you actually work on your work. Your work builds you up in every single thing that you could possibly think of. I don't care if you are a plumber. I don't care if you are a garbage man. I don't care what your occupation is. The work that you choose will ultimately work on you if you let it. If you let it teach you the lessons that it actually has to teach you. There is beauty in the mundane. There is beauty in the simple. And most people aren't willing to apply that mundane aspect that is required for success to something that they are passionate about. Take a lot of personal trainers, for example. They think, oh, okay, I'm passionate about fitness, and so I'm going to become a personal trainer. I'm going to be in the gym all day. But then they realize, oh, this kind of makes the gym feel like my job. And then that's why they quit. a year, 2 years in, that's why they drop off, is because they're like, oh, I miss it when the gym was a place that I could go to like detach, you know? I miss those days. I'm going to bring that back. But what they fail to consider is that everything will eventually feel mundane. And it actually has to do with you being able to master that skill that will eventually bring back around the passion for the work that you are actually doing. I can work in any specific part of my business and get a lot of reward from it, get a lot of feeling fulfilled. I can do mundane nutrition plans for my clients. I can put together workout routines, which after working with hundreds and hundreds of people, it really does start to feel mundane, but I still get a large amount of gratification from it because I know that there's so much more that it's teaching me. It's actually giving me a consistent routine every single day where I'm getting into that mind state to accept the mundane, doing it for the sake of doing it. Guys, I don't think you understand just how powerful work is. A lot of people get into fitness coaching or they get into online business in general because they want to make all of this money. And they're like, I want to make this money so then I don't have to work anymore. You're not going to get anywhere, man. You're not, if you don't fall in love with the work, like I said, you're not going to get anywhere. And you think that your biggest goal is being able to sit on the beach and do absolutely nothing and just bum out. That's not your goal. In fact, go look at the studies for people who are actually able to achieve that. The people who can actually retire early or quit their jobs, even if their jobs were like these incredibly shitty jobs. You think, oh, I would never want to do that job. That would be terrible. Like all of the gross jobs, the dangerous jobs that nobody else wants to do, even those people, when they retire, they become more likely to just die because they lose purpose in their life. Because you as a man, you were built to work. You were built to create. And when you just sit around doing nothing, you lose yourself. You totally do. Having the ability to work and be really, really skilled at something combined with being able to relax and being able to go through life and experience the other things that are important in life, that is a beautiful life. That is a meaningful life. A meaningful life is not void of work. The work is a massive component. It's not the only component, but it is a massive component in actually getting you that level of fulfillment that you desire and like scratching that itch. It's not making all of the money. Trust me. That is not it. You tell yourself that in your head. Once I get to insert certain number of dollars in my bank account, then I will be happy. Then I won't work anymore. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. You will start to love the work and you will start to see literally every single thing that you do in life as building up the person that you're supposed to be. And so treat those little mundane tasks with a lot of importance. Don't let them wear you down over time. This whole idea of burnout is just people getting inside of their own heads and freaking themselves out. I'm telling you, that's what it is. People burn out because they tell themselves that burnout exists. And they tell themselves, hey, life is supposed to just be me traveling everywhere and getting to have all these awesome experiencing these experiences and, getting to experience everything that the world has to offer and all these different cultures and having all these different. No, life isn't supposed to just be you going out and having fun. That's a lie. It's a straight up lie. Your life is supposed to be full of really hard, fulfilling work. that you are passionate about, that you actually love doing. So bring that passion or your business is going to fail. You're cooked. You're not going anywhere. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys. If you're interested in joining Empire Blueprint, you can feel free to check out the link in the description. We help personal trainers and fitness coaches scale to $10,000 per month so that they can work from their phone, from their computers, from anywhere. That work, being able to tie in having this like locational freedom where you can also sit down in the airport or in a hotel lobby, or you can travel, you can go wherever you want and still be able to bring that work with you. It's such a blessing. It's such a blessing to be able to do that. I worked for that for years. Back when I was in a train job in a manufacturing warehouse with one window in the entire half of the building that I was in, I worked because I simply wanted to be able to move around and go other places while having fulfilling work on top of it. The goal was never, oh, I want to quit this and never have to work again. The goal was meaningful work, being able to combine those life experiences with what I want to do for work. I can bring my work with me. So if you're interested in doing that and you're passionate about fitness and leading, then you can feel free to apply. Maybe Empire Blueprint is the place for you. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.